guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna do something completely different on the Jess Loves Life channel today, and I want to share with y'all a project that I have started and I've been working on during this pandemic, and I really just want to share it with you guys. I really want to share it with you guys, and it's a way to kind of keep me accountable and hold me accountable to finishing this project. So the project is, I want to read the Bible in its entirety, from Genesis to Revelation, all those books in between. Like, I want to read every single book of the Bible, and I thought, what better way to hold myself accountable and actually finish this project than to come on here and kind of give y'all the clip notes and the summary versions of what I've learned and what I've actually read, so y'all can hold me accountable and make sure these videos come out. And legit, we're starting from Genesis and we're gonna work up until, the goal is to work up until Revelation, and that's what we're gonna do. So I know the Bible, specifically the King James Version and a couple other translations of the Bible, it's all thou shalt and thee shall blah blah blah, and that's cool and all, but we don't talk like that. We'll talk like that in 2020. So I want to give y'all the 2020 version of the Bible and break this thing down. Everything that God said in the Bible and everything that Moses wrote and David wrote and Paul wrote and all these folks, I want to give y'all the tea of what these people actually wrote and break it down as if you learning it in 2020. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start in Genesis. This is my Surface Pro. I got my Bible in my Surface Pro, but we're gonna start with Genesis chapter 1, and we're just gonna roll through until I feel like ending this video. So let's get started with Genesis 1. So in Genesis chapter 1, God created the heavens and the earth. He created the entire world. So on day 1, he created the heavens and the earth, and he created day and night. On day 2, he created the sky. And on day 3, he created the land and seas, and he also created plants and trees. And that rhyme, them was some bars. On day 4, he created the sun and the moon and the stars and seasons. He created seasons as well. And on day 5, he created fish and birds. On day 6, he created the rest of the animals. So wild animals, small little furry animals, Bambi, and what else? Livestock, you know, cows, the Mayola cow, the Chick-fil-A cow, and Adam and Eve. He created Adam and Eve as well on day 6. On day 7, God rested. So he had created all these things, and he was ready for a break. He had to go sit and take a breather, relax a little bit, because he created the whole world. You know how we be upset, you know, we be tired after like 8 hours of work. God spent 6 whole days creating this whole world for us. He was tired, okay? He was very tired. So he went to go chill and relax, and he deserved it. Kick his feet up, relax. So Genesis chapter 2 talks about Adam and Eve, and basically how Adam and Eve how they were created. God formed Adam from dirt, from the ground, and he became a living soul, and he created Eve from Adam's rib. So basically, after Adam was created, God put him in a deep sleep and created Eve from his rib. So basically, that's how we get Adam and Eve, the first 2 humans on the planet. One thing to note is that Adam and Eve were naked, so the clothes were not invented. Clothes were not a thing at this point, so they were naked. That's an important detail. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Genesis chapter 3. Let's talk about Genesis chapter 3. God had created Adam and Eve at this point, and they were, you know, chilling in the Garden of Eden. Everything was fine, everything was dandy. They had all these furry animals around, kicking it with Bambi, chilling. And God told them, you know, hey, I'm off to do God things. So, you know, y'all chill here. Chill, relax. Everything here is y'all's. Everything the light touches. Nah, not that. But basically, they could have free reign over the Garden of Eden where they were, except for one tree. One tree in the Garden of Eden, God told them, don't touch that tree. Don't touch it. So Adam and Eve are chilling, kicked back. God's off doing God things. And then a serpent comes up. A serpent slithers. Is it slivers? Slithers. A serpent kind of slithers his way into the mix and rolls up on Eve and is like, hey girl, word on the street is God told y'all can't eat from any of these trees in the Garden of Eden. And Eve was like, no, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He just said this one tree. He said we can eat from all the other trees, just not this one tree. And the serpent was like, what you mean? What you mean this one tree, girl? God he playing. Like, God playing with y'all. Y'all can eat from that tree. God just don't want y'all to eat from that tree, because if you eat from that tree, it'll make you powerful just like he is, and y'all can be on God's level. So Eve goes, huh, I didn't think about that. Let me go ahead and eat from this tree. Let me go ahead and eat from it. Eve took the fruit from the tree, ate it, and then had this realization that she was naked, and she became ashamed of the fact that she was naked. She told Adam to eat from the tree as well. Adam ate from the tree. He realized he was naked, and he was also ashamed. So they ended up sewing fig trees together, not fig trees, fig leaves together to cover up because they naked. You know, like they needed some clothes or something. They tried to make some clothes for themselves, and they hid from God. So God comes back from doing God things, and God's looking around for them like, where's my crew at? Where y'all at? He calls out to Adam, and Adam comes out and says, oh, we were hiding from you because we naked. We didn't want you to see us naked. And God goes, who told y'all was naked? What are you talking about? So basically God becomes upset because the one thing he asks one thing, and they couldn't even, he just asked them, don't eat from that tree, and they ate from the tree anyway. So God was like, you know what, I'm over it, just go. He curses Adam and Eve and banishes them out of the Garden of Eden. So they're not allowed to come back to the Garden of Eden. Because Adam and Eve disobeyed God, God curses them, and he basically tells Eve that she'll have pain during childbirth, and that women will have pain during childbirth. Thank you, Eve. And he also tells Adam that food will not be plentiful for him. Man will have to work to get food, and man will have to work to live. So it's not just gonna be a nice little kick your feet up operation and chill and relax and, you know, do whatever it is that we want to do. You gotta work for it. So God cursed them, banished them from the Garden of Eden, and here we are in 2020 in the house.